As Sankarman, I'm Jana Purimwadi, currently a proud level 1 batch 3 student at Rahan School Online Academy. So, this is my AI session number 21, and today's topic of conversation is life under the ocean. So, let's get started.
Hi, what's up?
Hi Maya, how are you and how's been your day? Okay, so I'm fine. What about you?
Good to hear you're doing well. And I'm solid. Just in conversational mode. No ups or downs for me, really. What made you say you had something happening today?
Yeah, so today's topic of conversation is life under the ocean. So do you think that I should give a little preview and like what I mean?
Ooh, life under the ocean. That sounds fascinating. So much going on down there that most of us don't think about every day. Yeah, definitely give me a little preview if you want to. I'm all ears or all algorithms.
Okay, let me give a preview. Okay, so basically, like obviously that the topic is life under the ocean. Let me give you the preview or whatever you say. Okay, so, like the ocean is a vast and mysterious world filled with amazing creatures and beautiful ecosystems. From tiny fish to giant whales, ocean life is full of diversity and wonder. Under the sea, there are colorful coral reefs, deep, dark waters, and unique animals that have adapted to survive in different conditions. It might be like harsh, cold, hot, and whatever. So some creatures grow in the dark, blue, and while others can change colors to protect themselves. So at Rahan School, students learn that exploring nature helps us understand how incredible our planet is. Rahan Lavala encourages curiosity and learning about the world around us. So
That
the
sounds like a
ocean,
great foundation.
yeah. So the ocean also plays a very important role in our lives. It, for example, like provides oxygen, food, and it helps control the Earth's climate. So, protecting ocean life is important for the future of our planet. So, the key idea is that the ocean is full of life and wonders. The more we learn about it, the more we learn about it, the more we understand the importance and protecting it. So, yeah, that was my preview. I hope you like it. So, yeah, continue. I would like to ask you some questions.
Absolutely. Go ahead, ask away.
Okay, so firstly, I would like to know that why is the ocean important for life on Earth?
Well, there are a bunch of big reasons. First off, the ocean creates most of, no worries at. Glad to hear from
Continue.
you. Sounds like a bit of
Continue
a
what you were saying.
right. The ocean produces over 50% of the oxygen we breathe, which is pretty mind blowing when you think about it. It's also the biggest carbon sink, so it absorbs a lot of CO2, regulating our climate. Then there's the food thing. Billions of people rely on the ocean for protein, and it's a huge part of global food security. Basically, it's keeping us all alive in a lot of ways we don't even think about daily.
Good. I didn't understand you, what you were saying. So please make it more detailed.
Sure, let me break it down more. The ocean's oxygen thing comes from tiny plants called phytoplankton, basically ocean plants. They do photosynthesis, just like land plants, but on a way bigger scale. These tiny plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, that's the heat trapping gas that causes climate change, and convert it into oxygen. So the ocean is like this huge natural filter for carbon dioxide, making the air more breathable. In terms of climate, it absorbs a ton of heat too. So without the ocean holding on to that heat, the planet would be way hotter than it already is. Then, food wise, about 3 billion people get at least 20% of their protein from fish. Plus, the ocean holds tons of undiscovered medicines and resources we haven't even gotten to yet. Does that make more sense?
I guess yeah, it makes more sense. Okay, Maya. So next, I would like to know that how are ocean animals different from land animals? The thing that
Take
I
your
know
time,
that
no rush on this topic.
the thing that I know is ocean animals basically live in water, and the land animals live on land. So please clarify it more.
I'm here when you're ready to move on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly now. You're coming through clear as day.
Okay.
Everything okay on your end?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Do you
Want to
know
pick
what
up where we left
I
off about the
do you
ocean,
know what
or
I right now asked you?
you asked what the ocean's importance for life on Earth is, right? We were going through the oxygen production, climate regulation, and food source angles.
Yeah. Okay, so let me repeat the question again. So I was kind of curious to know that how are ocean animals different from land animals? So the thing that I know is, I mean, the ocean animals basically live in ocean. They are they reside in water, and land animals live on land. So that's what I know. So please clarify it more.
That's a great starting point. You're right. That's the main difference where they live. But because of that, ocean animals have evolved in. Yeah, go ahead. What were you thinking? Right. So ocean animals have evolved to deal with a whole different set of challenges than land animals. Water's way denser than air, so they need different ways to move around. Most have fins or tails for propulsion instead of legs. Then there's pressure. The deeper you go, the water pressure increases dramatically. So deep sea creatures have special bodies that can handle that pressure. And breathing, most fish have gills to extract oxygen from water instead of lungs for air. Plus, stuff like salt regulation. Ocean animals need to manage the salt in their bodies differently than land animals do.
I guess that I didn't understand. Please clarify it. I'm saying you that please like guide me about it properly, not just say the overview. I want to know that how are ocean animals different from land animals?
Okay, let's dive deeper. Start with density. Imagine trying to walk underwater. It's way harder than walking on land. Ocean animals have streamlined bodies to cut through water, and fins give them propulsion without legs needing to fight that resistance. Then, pressure. Every 10 meters underwater, the pressure increases drastically. Land animals would get crushed. But ocean animals like whales and even tiny creatures have flexible lungs, spongy tissues, and sometimes special oils to help them cope. Breathing is totally different too. Land animals breathe air directly with lungs, but Gills extract dissolved oxygen from the water. Fish and many other marine animals actually have different blood types too, more efficient at oxygen absorption in their water environments. Salt balance. Ocean water is very salty, so ocean animals evolved ways to regulate how much salt comes into their bodies. Land animals don't have to deal with that constant salt overload. Does that give you a better picture of the differences?
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so next, I would like to know that what challenges do sea creatures, like face during.
I get it. That's a lot to take in. Maybe a good way to picture it is like this. Imagine. Absolutely. Let's. Sounds good. What's next on your list?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I think
I
yeah.
hear you loud and you're welcome. What's your next question?
Okay, so I was asking that what challenges do sea creatures face in deep water and harsh conditions? So I would like to know about it.
Good question. Deep sea creatures face some really wild challenges. The biggest one is probably extreme pressure. The deeper you go, the water crushes everything. So they've developed flexible bodies, special chemicals in their tissues, and sometimes even bodies that are mainly water to handle it. Then there's the darkness. No sunlight reaches that deep, so they often have bioluminescence. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I missed that. What was the actual question again? Okay, take your time.
Okay, that's great, Maya. But I didn't understand. Please tell me again.
Sure. So, deep sea animals face these huge challenges. First, immense pressure. It's like getting crushed by tons of weight. They survive with flexible bodies and special chemicals to handle it. Next, total darkness. There's no sunlight down there. So, many deep sea animals make their own light with bioluminescence to see, hunt, or attract mates. And food scarcity. There's not much food that deep. So they've adapted to eating whatever they can find or waiting for years between meals. And finally, extreme temperatures. It's often near freezing in the deep ocean. Does that make a little more sense?
I guess yeah, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, Maya. So next, I would like to know that why are coral reefs called rainforests of the sea?
That's a great question. People call coral reefs the rainforests of the sea because both are incredibly diverse ecosystems. Like rainforests, coral reefs are packed with life. They support about 25% of all marine species, even though they only cover less than 1% of the ocean floor. Also, both environments are really sensitive to changes. Rainforests help clean our air, reefs clean ocean water, and just like rainforests are threatened by deforestation, reefs are threatened by pollution and climate change. It's really about the richness of biodiversity and how critical they are for the health of the whole system. Still with me? Just checking in. Let me know when you're ready to continue with your questions.
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, so Maya, I would like to know. Let me ask you my next question. So, how does ocean pollution affect marine life?
Ocean pollution has these really devastating effects. Plastic is a huge one. Animals can eat it thinking it's food, which fills them up and starves them, or they get tangled in it and can't hunt or breathe properly. Chemical pollution, runoff from farms and factories creates dead zones where nothing can live because there's no oxygen. Oil spills coat animals and poison entire ecosystems. Noise pollution from ships and sonar messes with marine animals' communication and navigation, especially whales and dolphins. Climate change causes ocean acidification and coral bleaching. Basically, pollution messes with their habitats, their food chains, their health, and their ability to survive. That was pretty heavy topic. Want to maybe switch gears for a bit? Or should we keep going with the pollution stuff?
I guess we should keep going with the pollution stuff. Okay, Maya, so I would like to know that what happens to fish and animals when oceans get polluted.
Okay, so when oceans get polluted, there are a lot of ways fish and animals get affected directly. Plastics get eaten, which can cause starvation or internal injuries. Chemicals build up in their tissues, meaning the animals eat toxins that accumulate through the food chain and then get ingested higher up, impacting dolphins or even humans who eat them. Oil spills directly coat animals, killing feathers of birds, skin of sea mammals, and smothering things on the seafloor. Noise pollution stresses animals, making them act differently, making it harder to reproduce, even driving them to beach themselves. Warmer temperatures from pollution can kill coral reefs, destroying the ecosystem that fish live in. Long term, polluted water weakens immune systems, making animals susceptible to diseases they couldn't fight off before. How are you doing? That's a lot of information. Feel free to tell me to slow down or shift to something else. No worries, I'm here when you're ready.
Can you hear me? Please make some questions and answer them yourself.
Okay, let me ask you a couple quick ones about what we've talked about. Ready? First, can you tell me in your own words why coral reefs are considered rainforests of the sea? Take
Can
your
you hear me?
time. No
I
rush.
couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I was about to ask you a question you just cut out right before I asked it,
Yeah.
but I can repeat it if you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the question. Can you tell me in your own words why coral reefs are considered rainforests of the sea?
No, I am saying that you make questions and answer them yourself.
Oh, my mistake. I thought you wanted me to ask you questions. No, I get it now. You want me to ask questions and answer them myself. Let me try that. Here's one. How does plastic pollution specifically harm sea turtles? Well, sea turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish, which is their favorite food. When they eat plastic, it fills up their stomachs so they don't feel hungry and they starve. Plus, plastic can block their digestive systems and make them sick. It's pretty rough for turtles out there with all that plastic floating around. Your turn. Want me to do another one? Take your time. No rush. I'm here whenever you're ready to keep going or want to move on to something else. Hmm. I'm not quite sure what you meant by go in there. Can you say it again, maybe more clearly? I'm happy to continue when I understand what you're thinking.
Did you make questions and answer them?
Oh, I see. You want me to keep making questions and then answering them myself? Got it. Let's do another one. Why is oxygen so important for ocean animals, just like it is for land animals? Well, all animals, whether they live in the water or on land, need oxygen to survive. They use it to break down food for energy. Fish extract oxygen from water using their gills, while animals like whales have to come to the surface to breathe air. But without oxygen, none of them could get the energy they need to swim, hunt, or just stay alive. So that's why the ocean's role in producing oxygen is so vital. It keeps everything going.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Maya. So next, I would like to know that how do oceans help control Earth's climate?
I Great question. The oceans act like this massive heat regulator for Earth. Water absorbs a lot of heat, much more than land does. So oceans soak up tons of the sun's energy. Then they circulate that heat around the globe through currents like the Gulf Stream, which keeps Western Europe warmer than it should be at that latitude. Also, the ocean absorbs a lot of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, about 25% of what we release, which slows down climate change. So, without the ocean keeping things stable, Earth would be way hotter and climates would be way more extreme. Do you want me to go into more detail on any part of that? The currents, the carbon absorption, anything specific? Still with me?
Okay, that's great, Maya. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, now I was very interested talking with you. So, can you just choose a question and I will try to answer it by myself?
Perfect. All right, here's your question. What's one thing humans can do to help reduce ocean pollution? You give it a shot. I'll wait for your
Um,
answer.
that's a great question. Okay, so I guess humans can stop pollution by riding less cars and recycling things. So that's my answer. Okay, so can you give an ending speech?
That's a really solid answer. Hmm. I'm not quite following what you meant there about chips and ever since. Could you
Sorry.
clarify that part?
No, I'm saying that could you give an ending speech?
Oh, right, the ending speech. Okay, here we go. So, we talked all about the ocean today, how vital it is for everything, the crazy challenges deep sea creatures face, how pollution is wrecking it all, and how we can actually help make things better. Protecting the ocean isn't just some feel good thing, it's literally protecting our own future. The ocean provides air, food, keeps climate manageable. It's the backbone of life on Earth. And the cool part is, even small changes people make every day can build up and help protect it. So think about how you use less plastic, support cleaner energy, spread the word. This really is about us in keeping our planet thriving. That wraps up our session. Thanks for learning about ocean life with me.
Okay, that's great, everyone. This was my 21st Sesame session with Sesame. I hope you like it. Until then, take care of yourself, and I love you, everyone. Bye bye.